You know me, SDMT. Let's get it, baby. We got some big news right here, man. And damn, man, damn, this Deshaun Watson saga is just so many twists and turns, man. And this video is going to be a little bit different than the first video. I've done some research. I've checked out some things, and it's interesting. It's interesting, man. Deshaun Watson, you know, you know what I'm saying? It just, it's just a lot more to it than we first thought. When I first looked at this whole situation, him wanting to get off the Texans and then putting pressure on them, and then all these allegations came out. It just seemed like cap to me. It seemed like the smear tactics, them trying to destroy his reputation. But the more and more women come out with similar stories, man, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of evidence, and I got to be objective. A lot of fans are subjective. You like somebody and you don't care about, what's coming out. You just want to think about, I like this person. But I'm a fan of Deshaun Watson, you know what I mean? I was hoping all these allegations aren't true. I still see him as innocent until proven guilty, but I still see him. I'm starting to see him in a different light. He may be somebody that has an issue that needs some help. You know what I mean? He may hopefully doesn't get out of control like a lot of NFL players. We had Kellen Winslow, who, just got, damn near 10 years in prison for raping a 60-year-old lady. A lot of his teammates probably would have never seen him doing something like that. You know what I'm saying? We had Darren Sharper. He got convicted of raping like over 20 ladies. A lot of his teammates would have probably never seen him doing that. We got Deshaun Watson, and it's so funny. The first video I did, I was kind of like joking, like, is it going to be 30 ladies that come out? And it was only like 12 at that situation. I thought that was a lot, but it's like 25 plus, you know what I'm saying? Massage therapists, all ladies coming out, not just in Houston, some in LA, some in other locations, saying they've had creepy experiences with Deshaun Watson. It seems like he may be into the massage porn. There's a whole niche about that. You know what I mean? Maybe that's his fantasy. Because when you really look at this, most NFL players, most athletes, even me when I do my shows and stuff, you may have one massage therapist, you may have two, maybe you have five. But when you have like 25 to 30 plus, that's something different. It's not about the massage anymore. You feel me? Because you want to make sure you have somebody good. You have somebody good, you go to that person. You don't just keep going to different people. Now, if you're going to different people, that can show kind of a pattern of you may be doing this to get a different girl every time, a different fantasy, a different situation. Guys, you don't like watching the same video. You want to see different, you know what I'm saying, get different content. So, for Deshaun Watson, maybe he was going to all these different women, kind of living out that fantasy. We had two ladies said he kind of coerced them into, giving them top. You know what I mean? Hey, that's kind of crazy right there. You know what I mean? It's nothing to laugh about. Wow, you got some other ladies that all have the same story of him just throwing the sheet off, free balling. You know what I mean? He doesn't want anything covering himself. You know what I'm saying? And just also pushing their hands towards his his manhood, pushing their hand towards his manhood, or pushing their head towards his manhood, or what have you. And then also just making them feel real uncomfortable. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, if he was just a guy going into these massage therapist places and, paying for sex, you can't, he has a problem, but you can't really, hold that against him, I guess. But when you are going to professionals that are not prostitutes and you're trying to treat them like that, that's definitely where you can get into problems. You know what I mean? People in that field deserve respect. You know what I mean? They should be in a situation where they, they fear or they feel uncomfortable because of sexual advances. So I definitely don't support that, and I definitely hope all the truth continues to come out. There are some more reports today that, some 3 more ladies came out and said he was trying to, settle with them, and he tried to delete some messages. So this isn't looking good at this point. And, these massages are definitely intimate situations. I never had a massage in my life till I had this client that another trainer, he referred me to, because he was exchanging services. So for me, I'm like, all right, I do it. He's moving away. She wanted a trainer. So, it was my first massage. I'm sitting on the table and she's like, are you ready? And I'm like, yeah, I'm ready. What you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Am I ready? You know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting on the table and she comes down and she's like, oh, you're supposed to be naked under the sheet. I was like, naked? She's like, yeah, but you don't have to. You wear underwear. I was like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm from the hood. I never had no massage. I never knew what it was like. You feel me? So, I get under the sheet or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And she started touching me and stuff and massaging me. Did a good job. I fell asleep one time, you know what I mean? It's very relaxing, even though it's kind of painful at times. But the same situation, like she would finish and she'd go all up my inner thighs and stuff and get all up in there, you know what I mean? And my stuff would, wake up, you know what I mean? He would wake up and I would feel like, I was kind of like, one of my back, you know what I mean? My TFL, my IT band and things of that nature, you know what I mean? Because I lift a lot so I get tight. And she really got into the inner thighs. I was kind of like, you know what I mean? And that happened and you get kind of embarrassed, you know what I mean, that, that's happening. But, then she stops and, you know what I mean? And it was over, but it's just kind of like, and she wasn't even attractive, you know what I mean? But it was just kind of awkward for me. But and talking to other people, that's normal. Even massage therapist clients, that's a normal thing that does happen to dudes when you get relaxed. You can cause an erection. And a lot of these ladies say Deshaun Jackson would have an erection. He wouldn't be Deshaun Watson, my bad, would be, he would have an erection and he wouldn't be hiding it. And he would just have it out there and no sheet on and just, trying to get them to rub their hands by it. You know what I mean? And that's not cool. It's not even funny, but it's something that is like, wow. You know what I mean? A lot of times we don't know who people are. We don't know what their backgrounds is and what they're into sexually, you know what I mean, or so we don't know what's going on. He was a good football player, does some great things for charity and kids, but outside of that, we don't know how people's personal life is. I did a video saying that he has this beautiful woman, and you know what I mean, why would he cheat on her and mess with these massage therapists, all of them in Houston? But guys do a lot of crazy things, and it doesn't matter how bad your chick is, you can still want to have some fun. You know what I mean? And hopefully that relationship is working out, because I'm sure she's probably going through it at this situation as well, because it's a lot. It's a lot of ladies coming out, man. It's a lot. And, Deshaun Watson at this point, his lawyers are saying, the other lawyer, Busby, made this whole, circus type situation by putting it online. So all these ladies are coming out. But in the same situation, Deshaun Watson put himself in a bad situation. No matter what, even if he's innocent, you should not be going to 30 different women for massages, especially because you're putting yourself in a certain situation, you know what I mean, if he is innocent. Do I personally believe he's 100% innocent? I believe he definitely is a person that has some sexual deviancies, and he may be obsessed with maybe massage porn or something like that, some kind of fantasy where he's just going to get these different ladies. And when you have a lot of money and you have addictions or obsessions, it makes these things worse. You know what I mean? There's reports that even last month, there was a massage therapist that had an incident with him. So allegedly, we will say. But, when you have a lot of money and you have addictions, obsessions, yeah, you can go get a lot of massages. You can go do these things and, you have no control. Hopefully, Deshaun Watson can get help, you know what I mean, if these things are proven true. And so he can stop this before he ends up like former players that went too far and now are in prison. You know what I mean? So when we look at this whole situation, if you care about Deshaun Watson, I understand you're a fan. I'm a fan too. This is not something I wanted him to go through, but in the same sense, if he's out here having all these massages by all these different ladies, it's definitely something going on. You know what I mean? And it's not just in Houston, you know what I mean? It's a lady in the traveling, one in LA. So this is definitely something that day by day, more ladies are coming out that he may be. And one lady said she felt like he was a serial predator, I guess, for massages, masseuses. You know what I mean? And however we look at it, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I bet you most all these women, none of them is ugly. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure you probably thought these ladies were attractive, and that's probably one of the things that made him want to get massages by these people. Maybe kind of how he found them. Some of them said he found them on social media and things of that nature. And I'm pretty sure they're probably attractive ladies, why he chose to go to them. So hopefully these things are not true, but if they are, I can start to see how the evidence is piling up that he may be a person that is, in doing wrongdoing and sexual conduct with massage therapists, because these people have a job. You know what I mean? Not all of them are prostitutes. They deserve to be respected. They deserve, professionalism. You know what I mean? I wouldn't. I'm a trainer. I deal with a lot of people. You know what I mean? I've had some weird experiences with girls in a sense, but you know what I mean? Because sometimes people may not want a trainer. They may be trying to get you or what have you. But in the same sense, you want your respect, you want your distance, you want people to treat you professionally, and I think these people deserve that. And if Deshaun Watson is crossing that line, and at this moment, the major thing is money that he has to pay to come out. And one of the ladies came out and said she's not even in the lawsuit, but she just wants to get this out there because she felt offended that he denied it, and he made her feel uncomfortable while pulling this stuff out and trying to get her hand to touch it and doing all these different things during the massage. So she came out, she's not even part of the lawsuit. So at this moment, so it just kind of tells you a lot of ladies coming out. When there's smoke, there's fire. And you know what I mean? I hope Deshaun Watson gets help, you know what I mean? And because a lot of times with athletes, when you're really good, you got a lot of people covering things up for you, helping you out, doing all these things. But if you never get that help, you get out of control. And when you get out of control, bad things happen. And we've seen that with several NFL players after their careers. So when we look at Deshaun Watson, this is a major opportunity for him. If he does have an issue, to get some help, because you getting 30, 40 different massage therapists, it does tell you something. You know what I mean? You're not going because they're great at their job at this point. I'm pretty sure they're probably attractive. You know what I mean? You're trying to, you know what I mean? You're trying to, you know what I'm saying? So, it's definitely something going on there, because even me as an athlete, if I get one good massage therapist, let's say 2 or 3, I like them. I know they can really get into those spots I need to get broken up and, get in there. I'm good. But why would I go to like 30 or 40? You know what I'm saying? Come on now. You know what I mean? A lot of dudes do take part in these massage rings and sexual rings and things of that nature. I've heard some funny stories. Luckily, I haven't experienced any. But people, that's kind of their lifestyle. You know what I mean? And that's what they like to get into. So maybe Deshaun Watson is looking for ladies in that world, and he doesn't know how to try to go about finding them. So he's trying to push some professional ladies into it. They're just not in it. But hopefully, man, this whole thing is worked out. Hopefully, maybe it's proven false, or hopefully, if it is true, those ladies and those people get what they need. You know what I mean? Maybe an apology from him. Maybe, if it's money, whatever. And maybe for him, this may be something that follows his career. But in the same sense, this is nothing new. We have Brett Favre, who was sending pictures of his stuff to secretaries on the Jets. We've had this is definitely something that's not new in football. You know what I mean? There's been several players of rape allegations and domestic violence, and we're not saying Deshaun Watson's at that level yet, but there's more stuff coming out, and hopefully, you know what I mean, he's innocent. But in the same sense, if he is guilty of these things and he is trying to cover things up and sweep things under the rug, hopefully he gets help so this does not get under control. All right, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and follow me on Instagram at SDMT619. SDMT! And that's a wrap.